FYI, you know.
You cannot. We know that. We've all lived it.
We've
all lived it.
Yeah, we've all lived it, that's right.
In Kansas,
It
worse.
could be cold, or rainy.
Right, or it could be beautiful.
It could be. Good morning, Paul, how are you?
Good myself.
Here, it's pretty consistent,
That's what it's about.
you know, it really is. Are you leaving soon?
What's going on?
20 more kilos. Yeah.
Well,
That's what I mean. So what?
Still-
Feels like it's gonna sneak up.
Well, mostly, but there's.
I know, it's nice when we can self
Oh, say,
care, self pamper and. Mhm. Oh.
everything's like
Hmm,
a lot of balls.
that could be like using different muscles, maybe.
That's good. Where's the work?
Hello, welcome back. Good, how are you doing? Remind me of your first name, Michelle.
It only gets better.
So I'm shooting them a note real quick. That's okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes, that's true. I remember.
Oh, Catherine's on. Oh, good. Hey, Catherine. I wasn't sure if the link was still active because last week you were on and then so I was nervous that maybe there was a problem.
Me too. So I was glad to get on.
Oh, good. So is it visible in the in the Glen Eagles calendar or?
Yeah, yeah.
It is. Okay, good, good. All right. I just sent a note to the office just to ask her to double check, but good.
Yeah.
All right.
It's good.
Awesome.
Thank
good.
you.
So are you here in Naples?
No, I got home here Saturday.
Oh, okay. So you're back north.
Yeah, yeah.
But you were down, right?
I was down for 7 weeks.
Okay. How was it?
It was good.
Yeah. Good.
No
Good.
here.
I know we're still getting really nice weather. It's nice that the humidity hasn't really begun yet.
I know
So.
it was pretty hot for me though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the sun is shining.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not sure if anybody else is going to join. So
I'll mute here.
I'll go ahead and mute.
Yeah, we keep checking ours, nothing yet, but it's a little ways off. We've got a horrible.
Yeah. Sometimes so once you're up, you know, and then, yeah. Yeah. And then, uh-huh. Or stay up. And then.
Yeah, or stay up and. Right? Yes. I don't know, 100%, yes. All right,
Good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? Nice to see, well, we're seeing some people leave and then some people returning, so just love the flow. Love the, I hope that we'll still have some people here all summer. You'll be here. Here, it's gone.
For 2 months.
Oh, 2 months.
Think so.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I think I'm gonna be gone for 3 weeks coming up. Memorial Day and then the 2 Mondays in June. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
so I really will see. I'm not moving to mid-June.
oh, I know the kids get out June 2nd. Well, Julie finishes May 27th and then Aiden's done June 2nd. And we're finally, after 3 years, able to go over to the UK and see my husband's family. My husband's from Scotland originally, so we haven't seen them in 3 years. So we're bugging out on June 5th.
Nancy, I
2
want
weeks.
your travels. You always go.
I should really like start a travel blog. I've always wanted to be a travel writer.
Do it.
So we're flying into London, spending a few days there, and then heading up to Scotland. So yeah, it'll be nice to get back there. Well, last week we focused on digestion. For those who missed it, I hope you digested your holidays well. You missed out on our twists and other stretches. So today is about Mother Earth. We weren't together, well, close enough to Friday's Earth Day. So, and honoring Earth Day, it's a wonderful way in our practice to root, and we talk about it a lot, finding your seat, rooting down. But I'll try and weave in some references to, the essence of making that connection with Mother Earth. And there's so many gifts that we get. And if you haven't taken extra moments to just connect with nature, like last week, I hadn't been to the beach in probably like a month, and I just was craving feet in the sand and that connection. And so I just went like 45 minutes. I just raced over and took a walk. So if you haven't done something like that, take a few moments. Right. Yeah. And that's one way. And with us making that connection, it's our way to replenish what the earth is giving to us. So sometimes it gets overwhelming, like, is recycling this plastic bottle really going to make a difference? But I think sometimes just us taking a pause in nature actually helps to replenish. It's that reciprocal relationship. And it really helps us remind ourselves that we're more than just flesh and bones. So let us start in this seat, this beautiful seat. Close your eyes, root down through your sits bones. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Another breath like that. Inhale through the nose, reminding us of the air that we all share, and exhale. Return to your natural breath, just the natural inhales and exhales. Feel the breath rise and fall. Feel your hands resting wherever they fell naturally, maybe palms face down. That does bring in a more grounding effect. If you're maybe wanting to receive energy, you can flip your palms up. If you're looking for a little bit of both, one palm down, one up. Let's move into a pranayama this morning of alternate nostril breathing. So if you didn't flip your palms up, go ahead and do that. Then keep your left palm facing up and bring your index finger to lightly touch against your thumb, and extend the third, fourth, fifth fingers. Let that left arm just be relaxed and soft, and then bring your right index fingers and middle fingers, gently rest them between your eyebrows. And then we'll use the thumb and our ring finger, the fourth finger, to gently press against one nostril and then the other. So I'll lead you through it. Take a full inhale through both nostrils and exhale it out. And now gently close the right nostril and inhale through the left nostril. And pause at the top. Close the left nostril, open the right, and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Pause. Close the right nostril, open the left, and exhale left. Inhale through the left nostril. Pause at the top. You can close both nostrils if you like that, or just hold. Then open the right nostril, close the left, and exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pause. Exhale left. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pause. Exhale left. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pause. Exhale left. Release that right hand. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Take a moment just to observe, do a body scan, check in with the mind, and just notice any effects of drawing your attention to your breathing. Did it cause a slight shift? Settle the mind a little bit. Alternate nostril breathing is a cleansing breath. It helps to balance our right and left sides of our brain. Nadi, in the word Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Our nadis are energy channels in our body. So doing that pranayama helps to restore balance. As we move the prana, as we move the energy through our bodies, it helps us to just deepen that connection with the higher self. Bring your hands to your heart center with your thumbs gently resting against your heart space. Set your intention and think in terms of what gifts has the earth given you? What gifts on a daily basis does the earth give you? And then take a moment to dedicate your practice to giving back to Mother Earth. What can you do? Let's Om to open the practice. Take a full inhale and exhale it out. And then inhale. Inhale joy. Exhale bliss or Ananda. And then come to lie on your back. Draw your knees into your chest. So similar, last week we started in this posture as well. This does help the digestive system. Just coming to drawing the knees into the chest, placing a little bit of a squeeze into the abdomen. Letting the back just flatten against the mat. Feel it widen and broaden. Gaze is looking straight up. Draw the chin in just a little bit. And then extend the left leg straight out onto the mat. Drawing the right knee in a little deeper. So bringing that knee toward the chest a little bit more. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your inhale, switch. Extend the right leg. Draw the left knee into the chest. Draw it in a little tighter. And then bring the feet down to the mat. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees come together. Take a couple of breaths here. And then separate the knees. Let the knees drop off to the right side and windshield the legs from side to side a few times. Feeling it in the low back a little bit. Maybe letting that hip lift slightly. And then coming back to center, walk the feet in a little closer. Leave the left foot resting on the mat. Draw the right knee into your chest and then move that right knee out to the side a little bit. So it's in line with your armpit. Lift the foot so the foot is parallel with the ceiling and reach for the outer edge of that right foot. So coming into half happy baby. So breathing here for about 5 breaths, giving you time to make some little adjustments. So maybe the right elbow comes to the inside of that right knee a little bit to help guide it out. So that right knee is bending, you're pulling the foot down, but the foot stays parallel with the ceiling. Beautiful. The left hand can stay on the left hip. Maybe extend that left leg for a breath. And then draw that left knee back in and release that right foot down to the mat. Draw the left knee into your chest and now guide it out to the side. So the left knee, you want it in line with your armpit. Turn the left foot to face the ceiling and reach for the outer edge of that left foot. And now draw it down. So like you're pulling that left knee down. Right hand can stay on the right hip. So feel that stretch forward. The left hip flexor, maybe extend the right leg. And also maybe feel a little engagement in the core with this half happy baby. And then rebend that right knee and then release that left foot. Extend the left leg. Draw the right knee into your chest. And now drop that right knee down to the mat, coming into tree pose on your back. So the sole of the right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. Flex the left foot just like you're standing on it. Right hand can rest on the right thigh maybe. Or maybe grow the branches of your tree on the back, taking the arms overhead. They can be straight, or you can bend at the elbows, making cactus arms. So maybe visualize your favorite tree out in nature. Feel that right hip opening, feel that left leg active, like you're standing on it. Maybe feel an internal rotation a little bit of the left thigh. Helps to expand the pelvis a little bit. Lower the arms and then bring that right knee back up to center. Extend the right leg. Now draw the left knee into the chest, hug it in, and then let that left knee come out to the side, sole of the left foot, coming to the inside of right thigh. Flex the right foot, make that right leg active, really feel like you're standing on it. And then maybe float the arms overhead, growing the branches of your tree. If the arms, the backs of the arms aren't resting naturally on the floor, then maybe bending the elbows to cactus arms might help. Feeling that chest open, feeling the hip open. Feel like you're standing on that right foot. And again, just thinking about a beautiful tree that you have stood by. Lowering the arms, bringing that left knee back to center. Draw both knees into the chest and lift the forehead up. Make a tight yogi ball. And then let's get long. So take the legs out onto the mat, reach the arms overhead. Let the arms come alongside the body, flex the feet. So push the heels toward the mirrors. Inhale, take the arms overhead, point your toes. Exhale, arms alongside the body, draw the toes towards you, pushing the heels toward the mirrors. And then slide the heels toward your sit bones, draw the knees into the chest, and extend both legs up to the ceiling. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Start to lower the legs, keep the legs straight. Let the legs bring you up to a seat. So keep a hold behind and yep. And then grab your blocks, come into Sukhasana. So bring your blocks on either side, cross your legs, and have the blocks lined up like this so that your forearms can go on the blocks. So sitting cross-legged, Maybe rock forward a little bit, get the flesh away from the sit bones. Sit up nice and tall in your seat. Inhale, float the arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the right, pause halfway. So do a check-in here. Feel your sits bones both rooted, hip points facing forward. Now lower the right hand behind your back, tenting fingertips. And then left hand comes to right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, move into the twist a little deeper. Maybe turning the head to look over the right shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more full inhale and exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead through center. Twist to the left, pause halfway again. Check in with your sits bones. Make sure both are grounded and rooted. Then lower left hand, tenting fingertips. Bring that right hand to the left knee. So gradually moving into this twist. So using each inhale and exhale to lengthen and deepen. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, sweeping the arms up and then lower them. Let's start stretching the right side. So lower the left forearm to the block. The fingers are going to drop off to the side, and then inhale the right arm, bring it up by the ear, straighten that arm, reach through the fingertips. Keep feeling like both sits bones are rooted. So maybe mindfully lowering the right knee a little bit to help that sits bones keep rooted. Breathe in, breathe out. Open up that right side. Really breathe into the points in between our rib cage. And inhale through center, lower the right forearm. Take that left arm now up by the ear. Mindfully push that left knee toward the mat. Breathing in, reaching through the fingertips. Opening up that side. Breathing in and breathing out. Come back to center. Feel a little taller. And then cross at the ankles, rock forward, come to tabletop, hands and knees. Find your alignment where you're stacking shoulders, elbows, wrists, spread the fingers. Press into the thumbs, index fingers, the tips of the third, fourth, fifth fingers. Draw the navel in. Find that engagement in the core, and now come into cow pose, tilting your tailbone up, lengthening through the spine, opening across the heart, and then exhale, draw the belly in even more, round the spine, tuck chin to chest. Inhale into cow, and exhale into cat. Inhale into cow, and exhale into cat. One more. Inhale into cow, and exhale into cat. And then come to neutral. Extend the right leg behind you. Lift the left arm, lift the right leg, spinal balance. Level out your hips. Press that heel of the right foot toward the windows. Beautiful. Waking up the core here, we're gonna bring our knee to the elbow, knee in the middle, round the back a little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Finish on the lengthening. Lower the left hand. Cross the right foot behind. So coming into another little side twist here. Now take your gaze over the left shoulder. See if you can find the big toe of your right foot. Try not to collapse in the shoulders. Keep them squared. One more full inhale. And exhale, bring that right foot back to tabletop. And let's come into a child's pose. Take the knees wide, toes to touch, touch. Bring your seat back to your heels, forehead down to the mat. Relax the arms. Child's pose is a beautiful reminder of our humility, of being humble and sort of a bowing posture, similar to when we're in forward fold, and it's a beautiful time to just honor Mother Earth. One more full inhale and exhale, and then inhale back to tabletop. Finding your alignment again, bringing your knees in line with your hips, draw the belly in and extend that left leg straight so the toes are on the floor, and then lift that left leg, lift the right arm, coming into spinal balance. Level out the hips so that those left toes are pointing toward the mat. That helps to level the hips. And then we'll draw the elbow to the knee and lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Keep that engagement in the core as you bring elbow to knee. Also, as you lengthen, one more, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Lower the right hand. Cross left foot behind you. Look over the right shoulder. Catch the glimpse of the big toe. Keep shoulders squared. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring that left leg back through center. Draw it in. Extend both feet behind you, coming to plank pose, and then lift your hips up on your toes, heels are lifted, draw the low belly back toward the thighs, downward facing dog. Let your heels gradually drop toward the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And then lower the knees down to the mat and come to stand up on your knees with your toes tucked under. So a little stretch now for our feet. So spread your toes. So all 10 toes feel like they're reaching down toward the mat, and then start to lower your seat to your heels. If that gets too intense, you can always come back up onto your knees. It's still a stretch for the feet, but if your weight is sitting back, it's going to be a deeper stretch for your arches, for the toes. Get your mind off of that. Bring the arms up in front of you. Draw the shoulders back into the sockets. And now cross right elbow under left. Bend the elbows back to the hands touch, or wrap the palms to touch. Eagle arms. Draw the belly in. Maybe lift the elbows, the arms a little higher. On your exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift back up, and then release the arms, fly them out to the side. Bring the arms back up, and we got to the other side. Cross left elbow under right, bend at the elbows, back to the hands touch, or wrap. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other and down the back. Lower. Inhale, lift back up. And let the arms fly out to the side, rock forward and tap out the tops of your feet. Those are muscles you don't know you have. And then step back onto the toes again, but then lift the hips right into downward facing dog. Feel that spinal extension. Feel that the arms, full extension, making an upside down V. Rock forward to plank. Drop your knees again and then come to your forearms. So weaving in different parts of nature, we've done tree on our back. We just did eagle arms, now dolphin. So close your eyes for a moment. I think we're so fortunate living in a place where we can see dolphins in the water. So just picture a time when you've seen a dolphin. Interlace your fingers. Toes are tucked under, and now lift your hips up to the ceiling and bring the head in between the arms. Dolphin pose. Beautiful opening for the shoulders. Your elbows are going out to the sides. Bring them in a little closer. I said if your elbows were going out to the sides. So you want your elbows to be under your shoulders. Beautiful. One more full breath. Inhale. And then exhale, lower your knees down and just look up front for a moment. So now we're going to go from dolphin to forearm plank, moving with our breath. So take a look. So we'll press the hips up, coming into dolphin. Then we'll rock forward, lowering the hips down, chest. My chest is over my hands. And then inhale, lift the hips back up. Press the head in between the arms, and exhale, lower into forearm plank. Inhale, lift the hips, dolphin. Exhale, lowering the hips, forearm plank. Inhale, and exhale. So just join me at any time. Take a rest when you need to. Keeping the core engaged. Last one, if you're still with me. Lowering, and then come to the tops of the feet, lower the hips, Make a pillow with your hands, rest the forehead on the backs of your hands. So the head is a little elevated to help breathe into the back of our neck, the cervical spine. Crocodile pose. They serve a purpose more than being a menace. One more full inhale. And exhale, then sliding the hands alongside the body. Tuck the toes under. Push your seat back to your heels and lift the hips up. Downward facing dog. Lift your gaze, look between your hands, walk your feet 1 footprint at a time up to the top of the mat. Lift up halfway. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, roll up to standing. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana, sun salutation. Inhale, lifting the arms up, looking up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, diving forward, almost like a waterfall into Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step both feet back to plank. Lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward onto the belly, pressing up into cobra. And then exhale, tucking toes under. Push your seat back to your heels, lifting up, downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Look between your hands. Either lightly hop or step your feet forward, lifting up halfway on an inhale, and exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Press into your feet, sweep the arms out wide, lift with a flat back all the way up to standing, and exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes for a moment and think. Sun salutation, we're honoring the sun, we're honoring the energy, the light, all that the sun does to make it possible to live on Earth. So with this next sun salutation, think about honoring. Inhale, sweep the arms around as you turn your gaze up to the sun. Exhale as you cascade down like a waterfall, giving, sort of honoring Mother Earth as we come down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back to plank. Lower your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, sliding forward onto the belly and lifting up into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push your seat back to your heels, lift the hips up. Downward facing dog, 5 breaths. When we focus on the deeper meanings of this practice, it helps us to get out of our own head, to get out of our own ego. One more full inhale. And exhale, and then look between your hands, either lightly hop the feet forward or walk up and then lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana, take the arms overhead, interlace the fingers and extend the index fingers pointing up, Kali Mudra. So lengthen on the inhale, exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center, side bend to the right. Inhale through center, side bend to the left. Through center, exhale into the bend. And then come to center, keep the fingers interlaced, bring them behind the head, open across the heart. When we open our heart, we're inviting more compassion, more love. Inhale, lift the chest, a slight arch in the upper back. On your exhale, bring the elbows in close, drop your chin to your chest, a slow roll down. So with each inhale and exhale, lower just a little bit more, taking at least 6 breaths to come down into forward fold. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, coming all the way into forward fold. Elbows in close, reaching toward the knees. And now bend your knees, take your elbows out wide, lifting up into a modified chair. Inhale, lift up all the way, arch the upper back slightly, opening the heart even more. And then exhale, Tadasana. Just take a moment here, close the eyes, take a full inhale. Exhale, audible sigh out through the mouth. All right, shake it out a little bit. Shake out the legs. Let go of some of that energy. And then we'll take a big step back with the left foot and face the TV wall. So can't have you do, have honor Earth Day without God's close. So we're facing, I gotta turn this, sorry, Catherine, we'll turn you. Have the toes pointing out so that they're in line with your knees as you bend them. Take the arms up, fingers spread, get long, lengthen down through the tailbone. On your exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows to cactus arms. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. And exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, reach up to star pose, lengthening. And exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, one more, lengthen. And exhale, goddess pose. Hold there, breathe in. Breathe out, lengthen down through the tailbone so it takes a major arch out of your back. Feel the power that you're getting from your thighs. Press into the feet. And lengthen, relax the arms. Turn the right toes to face the mirrors. Turn the left toes in, about 45 degrees. Your heels are in line, hands to hips. Keep your hips facing this TV wall. And now bend that right knee. If you need to widen your stance, if this knee is coming past the big toe, or if you can't see your big toe, widen a little bit. Inhale, arms up, shoulder height, warrior two. Strong gaze, looking out over the right fingertips. Lower this left hand, flip the right palm, take that right arm up for exalted warrior. Breathing here. Really reach through this right side. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. And now flowing, straighten the right leg, lift the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg, arms lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And then straighten the right leg, turn the right toes in. So now you're a bit pigeon-toed. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Take a moment to draw the shoulder blades toward each other. And now move them down the back. Begin to hinge. Arms can rest on the back, or you can release them, let them float overhead as you lower the head, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. If you feel your shoulders creeping up toward the ears, draw them away. Breathe in and breathe out. As if someone's got a string attached to your knuckles, begin lifting up, press into the feet, lower the arms, and release them. And then turn the left toes to the windows. Check in with your right toes. They should turn a little bit. Hands to hips. Make sure the hips, we're doing a side hip opener here. Now bend that left knee. Warrior two, floating arms up by shoulder height. Reaching through the fingertips. Beautiful. So in warrior two, we're mindful to keep our shoulders in line with our hips, stacking. And now drop the right hand down, flip the left palm, lift that left arm up for exalted warrior. Lengthening this left side, still bending that left knee. Breathe in and breathe out. One more full inhale. Exhale back to warrior two, lifting the right arm. And now straighten the left knee, lift the arms up by the ears. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straightening the left leg, arms float up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flow. And exhale, warrior two. One more, inhale. And exhale, warrior two. Lower the arms, straighten this left leg, turn the left toes in, heel toe. Maybe give a little hop at the end. And then coming back, there you go, Catherine. Coming to the top of the mat, a little balance here. So now tree pose standing. So if you'd like to do it on the wood or if you want the support of the wall. So starting with lifting our right knee. So put a little weight into the left foot and lift that right foot off. And now turn, put your toe on the floor and turn this right knee out to the side. So tree is a hip opener, a balance and a hip opener. So now either stay here in this little kickstand, or maybe sole of the foot comes to the inside of the calf. So we never want to press our foot against the knee. So it's either the calf or coming to the inside of our thigh. Finding hands to heart center. Find a drishti. Floating the arms overhead. Picturing standing in the middle of a forest. Relax the shoulders. Trees sway and move with our bodies being made mostly of water. Expect the same. Hands to heart center. Hug that right knee into the chest and then shake it out. So give yourself grace with balance, especially on a Monday morning. So finding tree on the other side, put some weight into the right foot. Start by turning that left knee out to the side and then bring the heel in close. So again, you can stay here. If this feels good and if this feels like it's going to give you what you need today, or maybe play with sliding the sole of the foot up. Try and match what you did on the other side. Finding a drishti, something not moving, almost concentrating so hard that the vision might blur a little. Bring hands back to heart center. Hug that left knee into the chest and shake it out. Get rid of that energy. And try balance every day. It's going to feel different. But it's important to do. Help us move into aging gracefully. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, dive, waterfall, cascade into Uttanasana. Hang out here, 5 breaths. Either hands on a block, fingertips on the mat, or maybe take a bind and hold opposite elbows to just let gravity help you into this pose. Release the bind. And then start bending the knees, plant your hands, bringing yourself down to a seat and then onto your backs. And grab a block. Place it in between your thighs. So I usually turn it where the short side is facing me and then putting it in between my thighs as close to the pubic bone as what's comfortable. So where my thighs can really hug and engage with the block. And then extend your arms, and if you can't reach your heel with your longest finger, then move your heels toward your sits bones a little bit more. And then relax the arms, palms face down. Moving into bridge pose, press into your feet on an inhale, lift your hips. Keep the thighs engaged with the block. Keep the gaze looking up at the ceiling. With each exhale, maybe lift a little higher, working the chest toward the chin. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. This block helps to keep our knees in line with our hips. We don't want our knees flaring out to the sides in bridge. One more full inhale, and then on your exhale, slowly lower one vertebrae at a time. And we'll do one more. So pressing up when you're ready, lifting the hips up, finding the point where you can hold and breathe 5 rounds of breath. Feeling the heart space open. Forget where I read this saying, but as we ignite our own bliss, we are naturally inclined to share joy with others. So when we open our heart, we're welcoming in Ananda, Ananda meaning bliss. So we're welcoming in this Ananda. On your exhale, slowly lower one vertebrae at a time. Drawing the knees into the chest. Take the arms out so they're in line with your shoulders, palms face up, backs of the arms resting on the floor. Keep the knees drawn into the chest and then slowly lower them down to the left, coming into our revolved abdomen twist. If the low back is feeling tight, you can place a block in between the thighs. Your gaze can either stay looking up at the ceiling or out over the right arm. If the right shoulder is lifting, that's okay, but ideally you want to work toward having both shoulders relaxed. Our inclination when we move into a twist is to tighten and clench. So if you're feeling any of that, just try and with each inhale and exhale to soften where that clenching is. Then slowly lifting the knees back to center. Keeping them hugged in, relax your shoulders, neutralize the spine. Slowly lower the knees down to the right. And you want to have your knees stay in line with your navel. If you look up, you should see your left hip in line with your nose. Finding where you can unclench and soften. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly lift the knees back to center. Give them a squeeze into the chest. Lift your forehead up to the knees. Lower the head gently to the mat and extend the feet up to the ceiling. So starting here in Viparita Karani, our legs extended up, our sacrum, making contact with the mat, our whole back surrendering. Just feeling the natural flow of the energy move in the reverse direction. Lowering from the feet, from the toes, through the ankles, down the legs, down the thighs, helping our hips to open, sits bones to root. And then slowly draw the knees into the chest and extend one leg out onto the mat. And then the other leg. Finding Shavasana, our final rest pose. So supporting Shavasana any way you need to. So in honor again of Earth Day, acknowledging that we are born of the four elements, earth, water, air, and sky. So a little chant to finish off our practice that I'm borrowing from another yogi. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, fire, my spirit. Deepen your breath. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, fire, my spirit. Invite small movements back in, wiggling fingers, circling wrists. Maybe take the arms overhead for a long stretch. And feeling those four elements, the earth beneath you, the air in your lungs, the water in your body, the fire in your spirit. Rolling on to one side, pausing there. Lifting up to a comfortable seat, crossing the legs, rooting down through your sits bones, one more. Lengthening the spine, bringing hands to heart center, bowing the chin softly toward the heart space. Thank yourself for being here, for being on your mat. Take a moment to think about connecting with nature. Closing the practice with one Om. So take a full inhale and exhale it out. And then inhale, inhale. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you. I realize that this clock is slower than the actual time, so I apologize for going over. I realized I was looking at that clock and then I noticed the actual time. I was like, uh-oh. So I wonder how we can see how off it's like 3 minutes off, I think. 3 or 4 minutes off. So, all right. So safe travels back to Massachusetts. You're welcome. You're going to continue yoga while you're up north? Good. Oh, really? You have a studio that you go to? Good, good. Well, wonderful having you again all season. Catherine, thanks for joining us.
Welcome, bye, thank you.
Have a great day.
You are, you too. Oh,
Well,
Thanks a lot.
Catherine,
It's archived anyways, if I
Yeah.
go home,
mhm.
that I could. Complicated to
I
do.
don't think so. Angela, do you know where to find do you know where to find the taped ones on the Glen Eagle website?
If I went home, I wanted to. At home.
Catherine, you good?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
See you next
Bye-bye.
week. Yeah. Okay, good, good.
Scroll and go to fitness, you'll find. Yep.